Oh, everybody's undefeated in April. One of my favorite things to do with the internet and college football and this YouTube channel, and it pisses a lot of people off, but I don't know. I get such a kick out of it. I can't help myself, but I love to find just the dumbest, just most ridiculous, outlandish takes and then highlight them for the world to see. Laughter makes the world go round, and I just think some of this stuff deserves to be seen by the most amount of people possible. That's why I'll pick out certain comments from the YouTube comment section or Twitter or different places like that and highlight them in different places, whether it's my TikTok channel or YouTube short or whatever. Some of this stuff is so mind-bogglingly stupid that it just deserves to be amplified. Now, I'm a Georgia fan. Georgia is not immune to this, okay? They're not. Now, Tennessee fans, Florida fans, everybody's got fans that do or say ridiculous things, especially in the offseason when everyone's undefeated, everyone's going 100-0 next year, every player on your team's winning the Heisman, and you're winning 3 national titles somehow next year. This is sort of the time of year where we get the stupidest of the stupid, right? And so we all kind of get that. And even though I like to make fun of it and point it out when I see it, I kind of expect this kind of thing from fans. Again, something I've pointed out time and time again on this channel. Fan is short for fanatic, okay? A fanatic is not necessarily someone you would consider to be the most rational about a certain subject, okay? So if you're a fan addict for Bama, I don't expect you to necessarily be the most rational when it comes to Bama. If you're a fan addict for Georgia, Florida, Tennessee, Ohio State, whoever, I don't necessarily expect you to be the most rational. I still love to point and laugh when you say something idiotic, but Georgia is not immune to this. But when you have, I guess, a professional media member, I mean, this person here that I'm about to highlight is a credentialed member of the media that covers Georgia, has been doing it for years. And I like Dean LEGGE. I like the people over at Dog Post. I don't watch very many quote unquote professional sports personalities. I don't. I am drawn more to the fan side, more to the over the top, outlandish, yell and scream. If I want the button down kind of X's and O's professional approach, I can go to ESPN or Fox or one of these big corporate deals to get that kind of thing. But I do watch Dog Post. I do like Dean LEGGE, even though he still hasn't invited me over for leftover turkey sandwiches on Thanksgiving weekend, even though I've been asking him for 3 years in a row. I like Dean LEGGE. This is one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. This is mind-numbingly stupid. I don't know if this is a case of blind homerism. I don't know if this is the world's worst case of wishful thinking. I don't think Dean LEGGE is actually this stupid. I don't think Dean LEGGE actually believes what he says here. I don't know if he... I want to give... Dean, I want to give you the benefit of the doubt and say that you misspoke here. Y'all be the judge. Just listen and we'll talk about it on the other side.
With stuff, but I thought these receivers, man, they definitely look like they could be pretty good, and it makes you think about the Alabama team in 20.
What?
That like maybe.
Wait, whoa. I like these receivers. I definitely think they could be pretty good. I'm with you there, Dan. I like these wide receivers too. Dominic Lovett, I think, is going to be really good, potentially an NFL player. Dylan Bell, he's going to be really good at Georgia. Don't know about him in the NFL side. He's undersized, sort of a utility type. I don't know about him, but he's going to be good at Georgia. I like the guy we brought in from Miami, Colby Young. I like a lot of Georgia's receivers. I like a lot of them. But to compare that to Bama 2020, I must have heard that wrong. Let's listen to that one more time. I must have heard that wrong.
These receivers, man, they definitely look like they could be pretty good.
100% agree. 100% agree. I wish we had like sort of an alpha wide receiver, one of these, 5-star potential first rounder guys? We don't. We don't. But we've got a bunch of really good wide receivers. You should have left it there, Dean. You should have left it there. This next part is mind-numbingly stupid.
And it makes you think about the Alabama team in 20.
I don't even know where to start here, Dean. Let's start with the obvious. Alabama had a Heisman-winning wide receiver. Oh, not a Heisman candidate. Not a wide receiver with Heisman potential. They had the best player in college football in 2020. He won the Heisman Trophy. What about Georgia's wide receivers reminds you of that, Dean? He had 1,800 yards receiving. 1,800. 24 touchdowns. Which of these really good wide receivers, and I agree with you, Dean, we've got some good wide receivers. Which one of them reminds you of a Heisman-winning wide receiver that had 1,800 yards and 23 touchdowns? Which one reminds you of that, Dean? I mean, you're going to say, well, they don't have one. They don't have just the one. They've got a bunch of good ones. Hey, what, were you alive in 2020? Does Jalen Waddle ring a bell? Jaden Waddle, whatever the hell his name was. They had Devontae Smith, Jaden Waddle, and Mechie all on that team in 2020. Two of those wide receivers were drafted top 10 overall. Not two of the top 10 wide receivers taken in some draft. No, two of the top 10 picks. They were first round top 10 picks. Two of them. Two. What wide receiver do we have, Dean, that's getting drafted in the top 10? What wide receiver do we have that's getting drafted even in the first round, Dean? Never mind two of them. The third one was drafted in the second round. We would have to have some remarkable breakout season from some Georgia wide receiver this year to have somebody drafted in the second round, Dean. You think Dominic Lovett is getting drafted in the second round of the NFL draft? I love Dominic Lovett. You think Dylan Bell is getting drafted in the second round? That's probably wide receiver 1 and 2. What, Arian Smith? The guy's got hands like feet. Colby Young? I like him. He's never done anything in college. He didn't do anything at Miami. I think he can be good at Georgia. I'm glad we have him. Again, you're putting me in a position, Dean, where it's got to sound like I'm knocking Georgia wide receivers, and I'm not. But it's this kind of stupidity that then I get blamed for. Because I got people that come over on my show, idiot Georgia fans think their wide receivers are as good as Bama's were in 2020. No, I don't. No, I don't. This guy does. This guy thinks that. Not me. This guy right here. Look. Now look. Look. Don't take your wide receiver advice from a guy who sits in his office in a lawn chair.